Shalom family. Headlines being made at the moment around the world, especially in watchman circles, as we see the gearing up of the nations coming together to enforce their will on Israel regarding the dividing of the land. Diplomats begin preparing the groundwork for June's conference regarding the two-state solution for Israel and Palestine. They recently gathered at the United Nations headquarters in New York to prepare the pivotal international conference scheduled for June 17 to 20, 2025, aimed at advancing the two-state solution for the Israel-Palestine conflict. These are the same people that don't say a word about Hamas or Hezbollah or Islamic Jihad or Iran or any of the terrorists and what they've done. No, these are the same people that just keep bashing Israel and blaming Israel for everything. They want to come forward with a solution, pro-Palestinian solution. The conference, co-chaired by France, Macron, whose own wife seems to try and slap some sense into him, and Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, the man to watch, is designed to move beyond more reaffirmation of principles and deliver actionable outcomes. They're done talking. According to concept notes from the co-chairs, the event will feature 8 thematic roundtables focusing on critical aspects of the two-state solution. These include security arrangements for both Israelis and Palestinians, the economic viability of a Palestinian state, and humanitarian action and reconstruction efforts. The discussions aim to tackle practical challenges and foster concrete progress towards peace and security, peace and safety. Then sudden destruction. As global attention turns to the June conference, the international community faces a crucial moment to address the long-standing conflict, with the UN Secretary General warning that the two-state solution is nearing the point of no return. The stakes are high for diplomats to deliver meaningful progress. The outcome of this conference could shape the future of peace efforts in the region, offering hope for a resolution that ensures security and sovereignty for both Israelis and Palestinians. Does that mean they're going to stop referring to the Israelis as the occupiers once they've done this division of the land? And it's interesting that they say that this is now basically, what they're saying is it's going to be forced on Israel. The whole world is coming together to say enough now, we're done talking, and to enforce this new agreement. Now, in that agreement, they might promise to stop calling them occupiers and say they belong in their piece of the land, and that the Palestinians get their piece, that there will be peace and security and peace and safety for a time, maybe 7 years, like Hamas is demanding, and that falls into the prophetic final week standing before us. All these things are possibilities, but division of the land is number one in the minds of worldwide leaders. Now, it boggles my brain that the entire world is so focused on a little country as big as our Kruger National Park just down the road from me, that small. And everybody wants to enforce something on that country when they should be concerned about natural disasters, food crises and shortages, space debris coming down, including asteroids and other things they can't even see properly that NASA is trying to cover up, nuclear war threats from many people and more having nuclear weapons and making direct threats, volcanic eruptions, super volcanoes waking up. I could carry on, diseases, pandemics, everything. But no, let's table all those crises and the absolute destruction of the middle class and everybody else and the financial collapse that is at the door. Let's put that all one side and let's focus on Israel and Jerusalem. And then they want to convince you that the Bible's not true. It's not real. There's nothing to see there that's important. Joel 3 verse 2. And it says the following. Let me read it for you. I will also gather all nations, not some nations, all nations. Now, years ago, I was confused and I was thinking to myself, all nations? I can't see all nations. I mean, I believe the word of God, but it's difficult to see in the reality that all nations, far and tiny nations, being involved in Israel's affairs. Now, 2025, we can clearly see all nations are involved in this decision. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. They have parted my land. Do you get that? It is God's land, and he put the Jews in it. He gave it to them, but it remains his land, and they dare to mess with that. They dare to part his land. They dare to mess with his people Israel. He's going to deal with all of them. It doesn't say, I will gather all the nations, excluding America, and I will bring them to the valley of Jehoshaphat. No, America will be involved in the two-state solution. It might not look like it right now, and they might be speaking the speak that they're not for this, but when push comes to shove, Trumpo is going to want to make a deal and be part of this process, and America will be part of it. Everybody, all nations. The Bible is never wrong, and judgment will come to all nations because of it. And we're seeing that coming together beautifully. Now, there's various discussions about when will this division of the land take place. Will it be now? Will it be in the tribulation? Will it be at the midpoint of the tribulation? We're focused on the rapture and God picking us up, but we see the groundwork being laid for the division of the land. And it very much looks like the division of the land is going to be part of bringing peace to everybody for a period of time. Got to stop doing that. I'm starting to look like Trump. So focus on the fact here that prophecy is coming alive in front of your face as you're seeing this. Every time you see stories like this or hear stories like this, take a moment and pray for Israel. Pray for the Jews. Pray for more of their eyes to open up to Psalm 22, Isaiah 53, all these things, and let them have a revelation that Yeshua HaMashiach is their Moshiach, and turn and give their lives to him, that they can skip the period of Jacob's trouble that lies at the door. God bless. Keep looking up. Shalom.